Alright, so this lesson is going to help you with 7.5, Properties of Logarithms. I have 4 examples from your homework. Your homework is up here in the upper, left-hand corner. You have 12 through 35, do not do 18 or 27. Then you have 36 through 41, 44 through 49, 51, 55, and 56. This is on page 488. I'm going to do 2 questions that are similar to each other, number 12 and number 22. And then I'm going to do 2 solving equations, one with factoring, one with the quotient rule and the powers rule, or power property and quotient property of logarithms. So with this, when you're doing these type of problems for number 12 and 22 that you can see, you're going to be given certain information in your directions, and that's what you need to use. So looking at log base 4 of 30, you need to make a product between 2, 3, 5, or 4, 3, and 5 since your base is 4. So 30 breaks down into 6 times 5, and 6 is 2 times 3 times 5. So since I have 2 times 3 times 5, I'm using all the information that they gave me. It's a product, so I would rewrite log 4 of 2 times 3 times 5. The product property of logarithms allows you to rewrite this as an addition problem, so it would be log 4 of 2 plus log 4 of 3 plus log 4 of 5. And what you would do is you would then plug in the decimals equivalency, so you'd have 0.5 plus 0.7925 plus 1.1610. And then you would simplify that, and that would give you your approximation for what log base 4 of 30 is. I'm not going to do that for you. You can do that on your calculator. 22. In the directions, it gives you a log 6 of 8 is equivalent to 1.1606, and you have log 7 of 9 is equivalent to, or approximate to 1.1292. So I need to break down 729. I know it's going to be divisible by 9 because that's the information that they gave me. So with that, pull out my calculator here. 729 divided by 9 is 81. So this is 9, this is 81, which is 9 and 9. So you can have log 7 of 9 times 9 times 9 and do the addition rule like what we did up above. Pardon my kitchen towel right there. Or what you can also do is you can do the power rule of log 7 of 9 cubed. I like this one because I can know that I can just do log 7 with the 3 in front, so you bring the exponent down, log 7 of 9, which gives you 3 times 1.1292. Either way is correct. You can do it like what we did up here with the addition of 3 9s together, or you can do it with the power. Don't mind, just get your answer on the calculator and simplify that out. Alright, so the next problem that we got, we're going to do some solving. Please excuse me while I move some things here to make this work. We have log base 10 of a plus log base 10 of the quantity a plus 21 equals 2, and the directions for this section says to solve each equation, then check your solutions. Meaning, if you get a negative log for an answer, you cannot have a negative answer because there's no value that allows you to do that. So, because you can't plug a negative into here, you could plug a negative into this one because negative plus 21 would allow it to work, but because of this a, you can't have an extraneous solution. So, since this is a plus, we rewrite it as log 10 of a times a plus 21 equals 2. And at the same time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite it with base from logarithm to exponential, and then I'm also going to do this multiplication at the same time. So I'm going to have a squared plus 21a equals 10 squared, which means I'm going to have a squared plus 21a equals 100. Now because I have an a squared, I know I need to solve the equation. by factoring. So getting that equaled, I have a squared plus 21a minus 100 equals 0. Now that I have that, I need a factor. What's the factors of negative 100 that add up to be 21? So I have negative 25 and 4. Those give me, or excuse me, a positive 21. So that gives me a negative 21, so I'd want to switch those. So I'd have the factor of a minus 4 and a plus 25 equals 0. If you don't remember how to factor, you're going to have to go back to chapter 0, watch those videos, or you're going to have to search on Google or Khan Academy, Purple Math on how to factor. You're going to have to know how to do this. So, solving each of these, you get a equals 4 and a equals negative 25. A equals 4 can be plugged in and works. This is a positive 4, and this would be a positive 25. Negative 25, I cannot have logarithm to be a negative 25. And then we got the negative 25 plus 21 is also a negative number. So this answer is extraneous. Your only answer is a equals 4. Alright, so moving on to number 41. Number 41's directions says again to solve the equation, check your solutions. So looking at this, since we have a subtraction, we know that's going to be a quotient, but we also need to move exponents first. So your first exponent is this 3, and this half is your second. So you would rewrite it as log base 10 of 8 cubed minus log base 10 of 36 to the 1/2 equals log 10 of x. That x is really small. At the same time of moving this to quotient, I'm going to simplify that 8 cubed is 512, and 36 to the 1/2 is 6, equals log 10 of x. So since the logs are the same on both sides with the same bases, I have 512, 6 equals x. Divide both of them by 3. Divide both by 2. 2 is 256, so x equals 256 divided by 3, which is approximately 8.85. Wow, 85.3 repeating, and I think the book says it's 85 1/3. Let me double check here. Yep, it says 85 1/3. So, hey, at least I did it right. So roughly that's looking at all your different properties and some more examples to help you out. If you do have questions, remember you can use the Remind app. And the notes that I have are actually on my desk. I left both of my notes there for each class. The one that is highlighted is period 5. The one that is not highlighted is period 2. I apologize that I did not get them scanned before I left yesterday. If you do have any questions, once again, please message me on Remind or send me an email. Have a wonderful day.